Welcome to my video on percents. The word percents means per 100. 1% is equal to 1 per 100, which is 1 over 100, which is equal to 0.01. A percent is just a way to express a fraction as a decimal. So what we want to do in this video is learn about what decimals are as terms of percents and fractions, because we see percents everywhere in our real world, like 7% loan or a 30% discount. So how do we calculate all that? What exactly does it mean? That's what I want to try to do in this video, give you a quick introduction to it. So when you see this and you approach it in a math class or in the real world, you kind of know what to do. So let's look at the case where we got a 25%. It might be a discount or whatever that 25% is. Now, if we want to convert that to a decimal, it's just going to be 25 divided by 100, which is 0.25. So that we always want to use the decimal portion of it when we're doing calculations. So if a decimal to fraction, so if we're given like a 0.4 and we want to convert that to a percent, we multiply by 100. So that's 40%. So 40% is equivalent to 0.4. Now, if we want to do a fraction to a percent, so if we start with 1/5, for instance, say 1/5 of a barrel of monkeys. So we want to convert to decimals. So that's going to be equal to 1 divided by 5 is 0.2. Now we multiply by 100 in this case, because we're converting to decimal, which is what we did here. Then we're converting to percent, multiply by 100, so 20%. So 20% is equivalent to 1/5. So this is our basic formulas for calculating percents in terms of the part or the fraction, and then the whole, whatever that whole might be. So our three basic formulas that we're going to deal with. So the part is equal to percent times the whole. The percent is equal to the part divided by the whole, like in the 1/5, that'd be 1 over 5 is equal to 25%. And then the whole is equal to whatever part that is divided by the percent. And here's the key here, always convert percent to decimal in the formulas. In other words, 7% would go to 0.07. So now let's do an example. So what is 30% of 80? In this case, we're going to have the part is equal to the percent times the whole, because we're looking for the percent. So what is 30% of 80? So that writing the 30% in decimal form, that's going to be 0.3 times 80, and that's equal to 24. So what we would say here is 24 is 30% of 80. That's the way we would say that. All right, let's look at another example. What percent of 60 is 15? So in this case, the percent is equal to the part divided by the whole. That's going to be equal to 0.25, which is equal to 25% when we multiply with 100. So what we say here is 15 is 25% of 60. In the third example, 40 is 20% of what number? So in this instance, we're looking for the whole, and we're given the percent, and we're given the part. So that's equal to the part divided by the percent. And that's equal to 40 is our part. That's given in the equation here. And we know the percent is 20, but now remember we have to write that as a decimal form. So that's divided by 100. So that's 20% is 0.2. And 40 divided by 0.2 is 200. So 200 is our answer. So 40 is 20% of 200, where 40 is the part, 20% is the 20%, and then the whole is going to be the 200. Well, I hope you got something out of this video, learned a little bit about percents. If you did, please give me a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe to my videos. Also, I'm open to other ideas on any math or physics-related videos you might have a problem with. So, thank you.